Let's talk about the sum of arithmetic series. So as we discussed before, the terms in an arithmetic series is expressed as a comma a plus d comma a plus 2d, like that, where a is the first term, a plus d is the second term, and a plus 2d is the third term. So the arithmetic series will be the addition of all those terms. So when we add all the terms in an arithmetic sequence, what do we get? We get s being equals to n over 2 into bracket a plus l. I'm not going to go through the derivation, where s is the sum of the first n terms and l is the last term, and you know that a is the first term. Now, we've already discussed before that the last term is also an indication of the number of terms in the series. So the last term is equals to a plus n minus 1 times d, where n is the last term in the series. So we can substitute the value of n for a plus n minus 1 times d. And when we do that, this becomes s being equals to n over 2 into bracket a. Then instead of writing l, I write this out, which is what? A plus n minus 1 times d. And now when I add a plus a, I have 2a, then I left it plus n minus 1 times d. So you should memorize this formula, and this formula represents the sum of an arithmetic progression. So try to memorize it because it's really important to solving questions relating to the sum of arithmetic progression. So let's try to walk through some examples. Here we are told that the first and the last term of an AP are 0 and 108. So in the first part, we are told that the first term A is 0 and the last term is 108. And we are told that the sum of the series is what? 702. So we are told to find the number of terms. Now the sum is given as what? The sum is given as n over 2 into bracket a plus l, first term over plus the last term. So now I'm told that the sum is 702 and I'm told to find the number of terms. So I'm looking for n over 2, and my first term is 0 and my last term is what? 108. So when I cross multiply, I have 702 times 2 is equals to 108n. So n will be equals to 702 times 2 will be 1404, then divided by 108. So n will be equals to 13. So the number of terms in this AP is what? 13. The B partner tells me or asks me to find the common difference. So now, as we discussed before, we know that the number of terms is 13. So that means what? That the last term, which is 108, is the 13th term. Now, if you remember the formula of calculating the nth term of an AP, we have n is equals to what? A plus n minus 1 times d. So now we know that the last term, which is the 13th term, the last term, un is equals to 108 when n is 13, because the 13th term is the last term, which is 108. So I substitute that, and I know that my first term is what? 0. So what do I have? I have 108 is equals to my first term is 0 plus n now is 13 minus 1 times my d. So what do I have? 13 minus 1 is what? So I have 12d is equals to 108. And if I divide both sides by 12, I get what? My common difference is equals to 9. So the common difference between them is 9. Now let's consider one more example. I told here that the salary scale for an official starts at 1.7 million naira. A raise of 84,000 is given at the end of each year. Find the total amount of money that the officer will receive in 40 years. So the official starts the job. So in the first year, after the first year of working, he receives 1.7 million naira. So after the second year of working, they added 84,000 naira to his salary. So he receives what? 1.7 million naira plus 84,000. Then after the third year again, another 84,000 is added. So he receives 1.7 million naira, then plus 2 times of what? 84,000, and so on till he retires, let's say after 14 years. So we are told to find the total amount of the money that the officer will receive will earn in 14 years. So this means we find the sum of this series from n equals to 1 to n is equals to what? 14. So how do we go about that? We know that the sum is given as what? N over 2 into bracket 2a plus n minus 1 times the common difference. Now I'm finding the value of s. I know that the number of terms here is what? 14, because it retires after 14 years. Then I know that my first term is the money he receives after the first year, which is what? 1.7 million naira. And my common difference is the difference between what he earns in the second year and the first year. So 1.7 million naira plus 84,000 minus 1.7 million naira will give me 84,000. So the common difference between two consecutive years is the increment that is being added to his salary at the end of each year, which is what? 84,000 naira. So we just substitute that into the formula. So now this results in s is equals to the number of term here now will be what? 14 over 2 into bracket 2 times 1.7 million naira, then plus my n here is what? 14 minus 1 times my common difference here is what? 84,000. So when I solve it, 14 divided by 2 is 7. 2 times 1.7 million is 3.4 million naira. And why 14 minus 1 is 13? So here I have 13 times 84,000. So what that result is? That will result in 7 times 3.4 million naira, and 13 times 84,000 is 1,092,000. So when I sum this up, I have 7 in the bracket. This plus this gives me 4,492,000. And when I multiply by 7, I have 31,444,000. So after he ends his job after 14 years, the man would have received, or the official would have received, a total of 31,444,000 naira. So that pretty much sums up the idea of sum of arithmetic series.